It is a great day to be alive, and I am so thankful for God, Jesus Christ, who lives in us. In this video titled The Sports Lounge, Kobe Bryant, and the Market Crash, I'm going to be sharing a dream. Before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm simply sharing dreams, visions, interpretations that I feel God has given me as it relates to crypto. Now, let's get into the video. So this dream started out with me walking into this large room, and directly in front of me, I saw a wall full of refrigerators, and all these refrigerators were full of pastries, all different types of pastries. And so I decided to go straight over and grab a donut, and then afterwards check out what else was going on in this room. After getting my donut, my attention was quickly drawn to the cheering sound and the screaming that I heard coming from behind me. So when I looked, I could tell that I was in some type of sports lounge. And this small but loud group of people, they were watching something on TV. And they were cheering and they were saying, "Dip, dip. Oh, it's dumping, it's dumping. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no, 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 no." And when I heard someone say that it was dumping, I immediately thought about stocks and my puts. And so I looked at the screen to see what they were watching, and I noticed that the TV was split in an upper and lower level. On the lower level, I saw that there was a NBA game playing, and I saw Kobe Bryant score, and his team was cheering and celebrating. And the picture that I included here of Kobe Bryant looking back was exactly how I saw him in the dream. I saw his name on his jersey, and I saw him looking back in almost the same exact pose. And then I was like, wait a minute, this has to be an old replay game because Kobe Bryant is no longer here with us. So were they cheering for the game as if it was in real time? Or were they cheering for what I saw above the game? And on the upper part of the screen, I saw a large red candle on a trading chart. And after seeing this large red candle, I began to look around at multiple TV screens that were on the wall. And at a glance, I can see that some of the TV screens had only this trading chart that was showing this large drop. And then other TVs were split, like with the game at the bottom and then the trading chart at the top. So I started quickly licking my fingers, trying to prepare myself to get my phone so I could check on my puts to see where I was as far as that. And that pretty much was the end of this dream. So I woke up and I began to think about Kobe Bryant, seeing a crash, being in a sports lounge. How is Kobe connected to what I saw? Him being in the dream was significant. So the first thing I did was I looked to see when was his birthday, August the 23rd. And I said, okay, God, his birthday is August 23rd, or was August 23rd. But once again, this is a little bit different because he's no longer with us. In other words, his season has ended. And so from there, I began to think, when does the regular NBA season end? So I went to Google, I began to search, and I found out that the 2024-2025 regular season began October 22nd, 2024, and it ends on April 13th, 2025. And when I saw April 13th stood out very big to me. Why? Well, if you've seen the video where I shared a dream about the two bears and the yellow and red puzzle key, I shared, I think, 3 forms of confirmation centered around this date of April 13th. Now, April 13th is a date within a time frame, Passover week 2025. And so all of that was shared within that video. How did I come up with the April 13th date? It was all derived from dreams. And this dream, these 2 dreams about the 2 bears was also included in this particular dream. Really quickly, not to go into details, but there were 2 bears, one in a house and one that had to do with a carport. And so from that, I began to pray about it. And I feel like God was leading me to understand something about the auto industry, something about the housing market, bears dealing with each, meaning as we talk about the markets, a crash or a huge drop. It's going to be centered around something to do with the auto industry and the housing industry. Some type of crash. Again, April 13th is the focus date, but the week of Passover, April 12th through the 20th, is what I'm looking at as far as this last set of dates. And what I mean by last set of dates is that I had shared in another video, the video that's outlined here in yellow. I shared in that video a set of 3 sets of dates that had to do with tariffs, they had to do with XRP, and also what we're moving into now, this third set of dates, April 12th through the 20th. Also within the same video, which was, by the way, titled The Beginning of the Fall, The Rise of God's People, Wealth Transfer. Within that video, not only did I share these 3 sets of dates, but I also shared a question that was centered around January 25th. And the question was, did January 25th mark the start of economic issues ahead for the U.S.? And I got that date basically deriving it from a dream that I had, but that's just a short form of it. So this 2-bear dream I had on February the 1st, from that dream, based on what I saw, again, you have to go back and watch that video. The date of April the 13th was a focus date, as well as April the 19th. And so putting it all together, the week of Passover. And since having this 2-bear dream on February the 1st, 2025, we move forward to what's happening now. Today, we know that Trump is going to announce a 25% tariff on cars from overseas. So I don't think it's a coincidence that God has given me this understanding about this bear dream, and me somehow getting the understanding that this has something to do with the auto industry. And we already know that there was a tariff placed on aluminum and steel. And so on top of that, what's coming today, we only have to wait and see what this outcome is going to be. And again, I feel that this dream, God, what relationship are you wanting me to understand as it relates to Kobe Bryant and this market crash or drop that I saw? I feel this dream is confirming a 4th time this April 13th date as it relates to, again, a large drop or crash. It would have to do with auto and housing market issues on top of all the other economic issues that are arising. And that has to do with tariffs and all of that. And again, looking at that date timeline, that first set of dates was when I talked mostly about all the tariffs, something that God gave me last year, about around July of last year, the dream that he had given me, and it just kind of grew and grew and grew, more understanding to the point where I saw that God was showing me something about a trade war and tariffs. And so again, I feel like this dream is confirming this upcoming date, and if there's anything more, I will definitely share that. But for now, that is all that I have for this video. Until the next one, God bless.